Okay.
Welcome back to the Winky
Squid.
I am Benea. I am the founder and CEO of Biscit Studios.
I am the co-CEO
What's
of
your name?
Biscit Studios. My name is Isaac Kaufman.
What's your middle name?
Jejua.
Jejua.
Yeah, Jejua.
And we're joined, as always, by our
permanent
guest,
the
John.
CFO of the company, John Michael.
How are you guys
with a
shared
C.
CEO?
Well,
Because
I'm the founder, so.
Cap.
He's the president.
What do you mean?
John's CFO.
John got demoted.
I'm gonna bomb this
I
place.
demoted him from founder. I don't know how that works, but I did.
He gets to be financial officer, though.
You rewrote the history.
And we got a special guest on the show today. You remember her from about 17 episodes ago, I'd say.
Do you have that memorized?
Guys,
Well, it was episode 40.
I think my baby teeth are coming in.
Oh no.
This is Sophie, child hater, and you'll find out
Yeah,
why
I can't
later
tell
in the
you
episode.
how much problem teeth cause. These are my baby teeth, anyways.
You still have your baby
we
teeth?
have to we have to write incident reports every time my kid loses a tooth.
What?
Yeah.
And on today's episode,
Enjoy.
we talked about a lot of stuff.
episode.
Enjoy and consider subscribing.
And
Thank you.
Later on, that
Enjoy.
is 9.
Yep, you're just going to decide to leave it in for some reason. So.
No, I won't.
Oh, you just said you would.
Have I ever left that in?
Yeah.
I have.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you not like the podcast?
No?
I left the
You never watched it.
on
but
my
I
on my
edited.
on my secrets channel. I left the clap in.
Well, you haven't posted on that, so
Yeah,
you
you
can't
got to
even
post on there. You
comment.
got 19 subscribers and like 50 views on your first video. It never happens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I gotta get upload then.
The people love you.
Yeah.
I bet all the comments, there's like 100 new comments. It's like, did you die? Where is he?
Is that what they say?
Where is Isaac and his special secrets?
Is that what all the comments say?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All of them.
All
All of
400
them.
of them.
All 400 of them.
Wow. I better post so they don't think
Better. I
I'm
don't know how
dead.
there's 400 comments and only 40 views. But
Should
you know,
have
sometimes
brought
it
my
just be like
computer
that.
tonight, and then we could have done that.
Or you just,
Well, good thing you live close.
Good thing, huh?
or you can just record it on your phone or like my computer.
Yeah, and then because you don't have to, you can just get it over to your house. You don't need the computer here to film.
It's true. You don't have to do that.
Really?
Yeah, and then you can
No.
spill the secrets. The
I
tea.
didn't know that.
We'll spill everyone's beans. You
Yeah.
can spill my beans.
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Dad. Really?
Yeah, all of them. Like one guy from The Office.
Really?
He was like,
That
and he
was
spilled all the beans.
chili though. That wasn't beans. That was just
Hey, chili? Beans are in chili. I'll
They're
have
in
you
chili,
know.
but they're not.
You
the
should
same
know
thing.
this. You're a woman.
Well, John, are you okay?
No,
What happened, buddy?
nothing. I'm fine.
I think we have a live COVID case on the scene.
He
got it
no.
if
just
you're
now.
listening to this, the new strand,
Should we blur it?
the new strand is midichlorians, and they can pass through the phone.
Oh
into
no!
No.
COVID
Don't
8,
say that
COVID
word.
21,
So
midichlorians. They can come through the phone. You're sick now.
speaking of COVID, if you look on old Lysol cans from before it all happened, it says kills COVID.
Yeah, COVID's been a thing for a while.
COVID's been
Yeah,
a
there's
thing for a
been
long
coronavirus.
while.
It's just a
and whatnot.
cold. It's
The
not
19 stands for it's the 19th strand of it. Like it's
I thought it
not
was
like
because it started in
Oh,
2019.
I hate you and anyone
who
who
says
looks at you ever.
I feel like he
okay.
kind of referred to it
That's just
being
what I heard.
the year because he said COVID 21.
Yeah, I did say that.
EA should start producing COVID.
Yeah, that'd
Just
be
make a new
cool.
one every year.
EA.
But it's all basically the same, but like a little
Sports.
bit worse.
I mean, that's kind of what
Every year.
that's kind of what they're doing right now. There's like the
In-game
Delta-
purchases.
In-game purchases is like the new mask and the new
Yeah,
shot.
I
or
think we're
whatever.
onto something.
Hey, yeah.
So with
Screw you, EA.
EA
EA is
Sports,
running the
what
government.
are popular games they make?
They make Madden and FIFA.
I thought
and
FIFA made FIFA and like Madden and stuff. I thought they made
They're,
them themselves.
Collaborating, aren't they,
No,
or something?
is it EA that makes those games?
Yeah,
Do
Yeah.
they make
EA
because you got
Sport.
Madden. What about
they make like Battlefront.
who makes 2K?
2K,
2K.
Oh, really? 2K is its own thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why isn't Madden its own thing?
because it's part of it's
Because
a,
it's owned
'cause
by
it's
EA.
it's a franchise.
Well,
by
why isn't
EA.
2K owned by EA?
Because
Well, that's
2K is a separate company.
Oh, well, why hasn't EA bought them yet?
Because that would suck.
'Cause
I know it would, but like
They couldn't.
They're also like really big because they got 2K basketball, which is huge.
Yeah, that's
2K
like
basketball is huge.
I think they have 2K golf or something like that. I know they have
They
UFC.
also have UFC. Yeah.
That-
yeah, UFC is
and
cool.
NBA are their two big things, and they're getting back into the NFL game. So
They
I'm
used to have
excited for that.
NFL games.
yeah, they made some really good ones like 15 years ago until EA bought the rights to have like the only ones who could make.
Oh,
NFL
so
games.
now that their rights ran out, they're gonna.
But no, they didn't run out, but there was like a clause in it so they can make like an arcade style game.
Oh, huh.
So
What do you mean arcade style?
it can't be like a realistic football thing. It's people are gonna be like bouncing off walls and jumping 10 feet and whatnot. Not that Madden is very realistic as it is,
So we're gonna
but
get
technically, like legally, it is.
we're gonna
or
get
something.
another basically Rocket League type of thing happening.
Rocket
here.
League
It's
with
gonna be like
Rocket League with super mutants.
it's gonna be like backyard football. That was a game that came out like 15 years ago, where it was very much like arcade style. People are just doing backflips and running backwards and all kinds of random stuff.
that sounds really
like what's his face? He likes deuce on his chest.
Yeah.
Malone Brown.
Malone Brown.
Yep.
he's a receiver, wide receiver.
I
Yeah.
bet it
OBJ.
is.
Yeah, he likes deuce on his chest.
Who is that?
Allegedly. Odell Beckham Jr.
Doesn't that guy play for the Browns?
He does.
That's kind of funny. Maybe I'll draft
Odell
him.
Beckham.
I mean,
Is
at
he
your
still-
own risk. He's good when he's healthy.
He
Is
likes
he
deuce
healthy?
on his chest.
Yeah.
Is he healthy right now?
He got hurt most of last season. I think the year before too. So.
Okay, how does fantasy football work? Like, what the heck is it?
You hire people with real money, and then they're actually your team, and then you play in the NFL.
Mhm. You
Real
bring 'em
money?
over to
Yeah.
wherever. Yep.
So,
So
it costs real dollars to
basically,
play
Yeah,
like-
so like you
fantasy?
draft
Since Levi's the
players.
one running it up this year, he provides every user with $15 million, and so then they use that to bid on players.
Wait, so not real money, but like in-game real money?
No.
No,
Okay,
none
so
of
what
that's
it
true at all.
actually is-
Dude,
is
I
you
know
just-
nothing about fantasy.
just
Now you
draft
know
players.
less.
I know.
You have basically every player in the NFL, and you draft them to be on your team, and depending on how good they do in their game, is like how many points you get.
Is that for the whole season though, right?
Yeah.
If you just hire every player, then do you win?
Well, no, because
Well, you have to have one for every
because you
position.
take turns picking players.
I'm gonna have like 8 quarterbacks.
What if you're the only
You
one
can't do that.
playing and then you could just get everybody?
Well, I don't know why you'd be doing that then. I'm pretty sure you have to have like minimum 8 people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
then you
pretty
get to
sure
win every time.
You're like lonely and
Okay, here's the other question. What's the
depressed.
benefit of winning fantasy football?
Depends.
$20.
Is
hot.
that really?
Well,
it
we all,
depends on.
$19 Fortnite
It's
card.
fantasy to fantasy. It depends on the league you're in.
Yeah, we're
Like
in the
some
best
of
one.
them, you know, it's like $1,000 entry for the people like super serious about it, and like winner takes all kind of a deal.
yeah.
So you can make some hefty money, and then a lot of leagues have it. So if you're like the last place, you have to be humiliated in some way. Like
Ooh.
Like, give
um,
up your $20.
like you're forced. There was this one guy who was
Eat
like
deuce.
he
Forced
got
what?
punished at IHOP or something like that. I don't remember how
Deuce on his
exactly
chest?
what it was. Probably something like that. Just the middle IHOP, or like they make him like it's like this grown man in like a unicorn costume, and he has a sign that says "I suck at fantasy football."
I'd wear that, yeah.
I'd wear that.
It's stuff like that most of the time.
You know what the most embarrassing thing
Someone's
is?
probably died from that.
When you're
before.
riding a bicycle down a big busy road and everybody's looking at you.
Is it?
Cyclists
no, I
are
mean,
the
but
worst.
cyclists suck.
especially when they're riding on a road that has no curb or anything.
The other
next
day I
to
was
it.
driving down Thorpe. You guys know Thorpe.
Yeah.
And there was a guy riding down it on a BMX bike. Like, just like riding down Thorpe.
Like in the middle of the road?
Like in the middle of the road.
Was he going the speed limit?
Totally, yeah. So I
the
came.
bikers, they're always like share the road.
He's
and I'm
like
share
going.
the
and
ditch.
it's a BMX bike, so he's like every time he pedals, the bike jerks one way or the other way, and he's like this and that. He's like back and forth in the road, and then I start coming up behind him. He changes lanes over here so I can go past him,
Yeah.
and then he comes back and he's like, and he's back and forth and back. It was very.
As you're passing, he's right in front of
it
you
was
again.
very entertaining.
He's like, "Hey man, stop riding
So then
my
I
tail."
ran him over.
Yeah, good story.
Pound it.
I like that
Cannon.
ending.
Cannon. I ran him over.
We don't have to say canon. The law system already did. They were like,
They're
Somebody-
like, good job, Isaac.
They're like, Isaac
less
Cannon, you
annoyed
ran
biker.
over a child.
"He's not a child."
Wait, was
No, he
this like a
wasn't a
6-year-old
child.
on a BMX bike?
Nah, dude, he looked like he was like
He's
Probably
at
was
least
like
11.
17 or
If
something.
he's riding a BMX bike in the middle of the street, he is a child, mentally at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot of us are. So.
Hey,
Hey.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
If you would ride a BMX bike in the middle of the street, I
I just
don't know.
might run you over.
I honestly don't know. All right.
Okay, well, give us
okay.
another try. Sophie, you haven't said anything
Sophie,
yet.
you haven't said
Okay, so
anything
Sophie,
yet.
what is your opinion on cyclists?
Yeah, tell us,
Yeah.
please.
Well, I know this one guy.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Anyways, okay, so anyway, I like how
Anyways,
on Top Gear they
changing
treat
topics
cyclists
smoothly.
like they're creatures. Like,
I just said changing topics smoothly, and we have to do it now. Change topics smoothly.
We're done talking about
Oh.
bikers.
Sophie, you requested an episode on your own without any other females intruding on it. Is there a reason
certain
behind
other
that?
female, and
Why do you hate Clementine?
So yeah,
I
that's the
didn't say
real
that.
question here.
I don't know. I'm getting serious. I hate
Yes.
Clementine vibes from Sophie.
I think that's just this side of the room, but it might be Sophie too.
oh yeah.
Or just the whole room. I think everyone.
Yeah,
here
it
just,
could
Yep.
be.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, no one
no
Isn't
one
that right,
likes-
Isaac?
Yeah, pound it now.
can it.
Isaac looked so depressed to say, how did I
So depressed.
That's kind of funny.
she's the worst.
Answer the question, Sophie, and this time,
So what is the actual question?
Top
though?
5 worst things about Clementine. Go.
Top 5 worst things.
and we already know number 1, she's a redhead. So top 4,
No, I
or-
like
Let's go
redheads.
from 2
My
to 4.
dad's
No,
a
nobody
red-
likes
to
My
red
dad's
hair.
a redhead.
Does it
Um,
really matter?
Yes.
yeah, it's I kind of just
I mean, she's a woman.
You want
That's-
me to talk?
She's kind of short. I mean,
yeah, it's
not
I'm
really,
shorter
but
than
like,
her.
thing.
She's an average height for a woman, I think.
yeah, I
yeah, but we
guess,
can still hold that against her.
No.
Yeah,
Fine.
women. Yeah. All right, spill it. What do you?
So I don't have anything I don't like about
Oh my
Clementine.
gosh.
I guarantee there's got to be something. You called her a last week.
I did
It's-
not.
I remember
When
that.
did I say
But hey,
that?
I'm
At the
gonna-
beach.
I have to bleep that.
Okay, but we were putting sunscreen or tanning oil on, and
Was it?
she was like, "Put some on it." Well, we were gonna put it on each other, like, we were both pale.
Do you
and
want
we-
to have something else
no,
that you
are
say cut out
want
again? Or
me
Do-
to explain the story or not?
you don't have to.
No,
don't
I
have
want
to.
to. It's interesting.
I don't
I
know
will
how
give you
interested I
context.
am.
I will give you context of why I called her a and it was a joke.
I'm gonna keep bleeping that word. I need a new bleep, by the way, because our bleep sucks.
You
It's
want to make
from
one right now?
no. We can
Okay.
make it after.
Butthole. That's our new bleep.
That'd be kind of funny. But the old
after
bleep
that,
is
I said
from
it.
non-canon
The
episodes.
very first episode.
Yeah, it is. And then we have like a loud one from couple
I
5.
don't think we ever used that because it sucked.
Yeah, I use that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I don't use the one from the first episode because that one sucked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Guys, you want a new bleep?
Just use the bleep
I do.
that
We're gonna use it
PewDiePie
after.
uses.
I don't want to hear it in the
make it
middle of
after.
the.
noise.
People are listening to this and like doing dishes
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff
at least 2 people listening
I
to this
listen
right
to it
now.
and do dishes.
because of women and stuff. Because they.
I think my
I
mom
s-
does the same thing.
I know
I
of-
set the phone on the
It's
counter
like
and do dishes.
4 women now who like do stuff.
And
while
it's
they
all
listen
our
to
moms.
Podcast.
It is,
What else are
yeah.
you supposed to do? Are you supposed
Well,
to just
it's
like
our
sit there and
moms and
watch
our
the
siblings.
TV? Like,
Facts.
Isn't
Well-
that what you did for like 40 episodes?
no, I did stuff while I was watching, like while they were playing.
Oh, but it was like on the TV still playing.
No, I was on my phone.
Ah, we
Like
gotta
on-
get that watch time though.
A podcast site or something,
On like Spotify.
or was it on?
On YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna watch on YouTube, watch the video and like and subscribe, guys.
I can subscribe.
Like
if you
and
haven't already.
subscribe.
Why you guys so YouTube? Come on, stop.
Guys, come on.
Why
Come
you
on,
so
you're already this
corporate?
far. Why don't you just like and
I was
subscribe?
talking to you guys, but
Also, I would like to. I think now's a good time for a little PSA. I'd like to apologize for last episode and some of the things that John said and did. We did get a comment referring to his feet and how they need to be removed immediately. So I think now might also be a good time to let you know that tomorrow we actually have foot removal surgery for you.
I remember that.
So shout out to the guy who left a comment. He's like one of the few people I don't think we know in real life who leaves comments and stuff. And so we're just going to let that strongly influence what we do and what John does with his feet in his remaining 24 hours.
Which
Yeah,
podcast was this? What was the upload date?
The last one that I was on that was just a normal podcast.
The one that was on, remember last week when we recorded and then John was acting like really weird and we had to use the little
Yeah.
thing that kind of screwed up the audio and John said some really shady stuff. Do you want to apologize for that, John?
Yeah.
You said a lot of bad things.
You were kind of messed up that day.
sorry.
Yeah, and you had the worst Winky Squid story I've ever heard.
Was that the
That's
feet
right,
one?
I did.
Yeah, you were like, I was swimming in the Salt Lake, and then I felt this thing on my foot, and I looked, and it was just this
And Benea called
Winky
it too.
Squid.
It was
And I
just-
called it, and you were like, it's not, and then you kept going.
What if it wasn't at the beginning and then you called it and it wasn't and then I turned it into one?
Did you black out after last week's episode?
Dude, last
I-
week's episode you were so weird.
Yeah,
I was
you
just
You didn't
acting
get good
the
until
whole
like over
and
halfway
you kept
through.
talking like you were speaking for like Matthew or something, because we would ask questions about him, and then he would be like, "Oh yeah, Matt and I, we're really close, and he tells me everything." And
I would
Wait.
say Matt and I, or he would say. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt. I mean, I would say me
he
and
would
John.
say, "Yeah, Matt was telling me the other day that it has exactly this many miles on my car," and I was like, "John, that's a really weird thing for you to know."
We should tell the story about
For
Wednesday
Matthew to
night
know?
at Taco Bell.
Oh yeah,
So-
Benea wasn't here for that though.
No, Benea, you left already. So last night at Taco Bell, the Lord's house.
Yes, I know.
We meet there every Wednesday night because
Correct.
it's the Lord's house.
Holy.
Also,
So
'cause they used to be the only place open.
I don't
past
know if
8.
you guys have
Facts.
seen it or know what it is, but we'll throw a picture up on the YouTubes. John, his dad has his pickup that John drives because he's trying to get good at driving a
Oh
manual.
yeah.
So he was driving this pickup, and we were leaving from Taco Bell. It's like we were on our way. We were getting out and stuff. I was behind John a little ways. John had left a little ways before me, and I was still talking to Matt. So then after Matt and I talked, Matt was fixing his sub, which is good. Good thing I didn't leave us before John.
Yeah, we
But,
should get Matt on the show again. He hasn't been on in a really
He
long
hasn't-
time.
Well, he was on like 3 episodes ago, so I don't know what you're talking
I mean,
about.
besides that.
But yeah, so Matt was getting his sub, and then I was pulling out of the parking lot, and I was driving next to this Jeep, and we were going. I kind of was next to him since we got out of the Lord's house parking lot, which is connected to the mall,
Amen.
ours. So we were coming out. There was a light by that town pump down there, and
Gotta stop raping people's ears.
no, and then there was this
Oh, man.
pump down. So down at the town pump, there's a light, and it was red for a little bit,
and
and
some
then-
idiot.
and I
Lights
saw
are.
the Jeep going up, and I was like, wait, okay, dude, you better watch out. There's a vehicle there, and he doesn't have any taillights. And I was like, oh, wait. That vehicle with no taillights is John.
Hey, that's me. What's
John's not moving. The light is green. John. Oh, John stalled. John has no
Okay,
lights.
up? I did not stall.
John died. His vehicle died. The
Correct.
carburetor, like,
Oh, whoa.
It wasn't the
Um,
carburetor. It was because it idles really low because it was cold.
yeah, so
And
it
I
was
didn't know that.
carburetor. So the carburetor was not warmed up, so it was running cold. The engine was running cold at the moment. So John's engine died at the light, and he didn't have enough start juices to get her going. So I
Yeah.
passed him. I was like, oh, that was John. And then I was like, John's not moving. Oh, so I flipped on my hazard lights and turned around and went behind John. And then,
And I saw you coming up. I was like, that guy's really close to me.
and did you not know it was me?
Well, at first, I just saw you. You were like cooking, and it was like, "Rrr," and then you were like really close to me. I
Yeah.
was like, huh.
So then I stopped behind John, put on my hazard lights because John didn't have tail lights, so I wanted to make sure people would see it. So then I got out and was starting to push, and then Matthew came up and pulled over and jumped out and started helping me push, and then we got one other person, some stranger, started pushing.
Yeah, random dude was like, hey, you need help? And I was like, maybe I can get it. And he was like, you need help. And he pulled over. Because I kept trying to, I primed it with the freaking, sorry, my feet. I did the gassy
He primed the
thing.
gas pedal, like hit it a couple times trying to get it going, but it just didn't have enough battery to start, right?
No, the battery's fine. I think it's wiring or something that messes it up.
Oh, okay.
We were
But
looking at it
anyways,
today, and it
he-
starts fine if you aren't freaking retarded. But
anyways, John couldn't get it started, so
Yeah.
Matt and I, and then that stranger jumped out and started pushing him, and then I told John to just dump the clutch to bump start it, which worked fine. So.
yeah.
And then John took off, so I followed him home. Made sure he didn't die again.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be driving it until I get new lights.
That's probably
New
smart.
tail lights.
No, just headlights, 'cause the headlights don't work all the time.
Not all
So
the time.
You
should
might
probably
want
get
taillights too, it sounds like.
no,
Yeah, you-
taillights are for wieners. I have a really strong tailgate, so I'll be fine.
Yes, but you also have no tail lights.
I have taillights when I'm on the brakes.
And you have very, very, very dim tail lights when you're just sitting there.
Yeah, but it's still there.
So the car that was behind you didn't hit you though,
No.
No, that was actually Isaac.
because Isaac kept building that up, and I was like,
And then they crashed into John.
yeah, I was kind of
And
hoping
John died.
It would be
Well,
a little bit more
Exciting.
exciting.
Originally, as
Sawed
I was
his
pulling
feet
up and I didn't know it was John, there was a Jeep in that lane who I didn't know if saw John because John didn't have lights. So he got really close, really fast to John, and I was like, uh-oh. But he stopped in time, so it was fine.
Yeah,
But
because there was a light where the light was. There was like a light.
There was a
coming
light
down.
where the light was.
Shut your mouth.
there was
the
like a
stoplight,
street
there
lamp
was
at the intersection.
There was a street lamp at the
intersection.
intersection. I really hope that didn't pick up because I just kept talking.
But anyways, yeah. So we got him moving, and it was all cool. But that was pretty much the story.
That was John's
so.
near-death experience from last night.
Yeah, I was
Not
kinda
really
just-
John's near-death experience. The guy who almost hit John's near-death experience.
Yeah, that would have been fine for
Because
me.
John would have been fine.
Yeah.
Just,
Pro-
and then
What
I
was
would have
that?
been able to bump start it.
Yeah, you would have
Off of
started
that.
been rolling enough that you just drop your clutch and you would have been fine.
Huh.
Hit and run, but you didn't hit anybody. So
And when you guys that
They're
pushed
hitting,
me,
you're running.
I'm talking, okay? Shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
but I said something
Shut
marginally
your
funny.
Bleep mouth.
anyways, when we started pushing you
When you
west,
started pushing me, it was green, and then when I was in the intersection, it was not.
it turned red as we were pushing him. So.
Yeah, that's correct. And the people on the other side of me were like, "This guy, I hate him, but I love his podcast. You should subscribe." And then I got going,
You
and I,
bumper
They were like, "Holy
stickers.
crap, is that John from Biscuit Studios?"
yeah, his feet are gonna get sawed off. That's
John's
what they said.
dad wants wants to make us stickers.
Nice.
Yay!
Say biscuit on them.
I haven't
They
talked
just
to him
say
about
biscuit,
But
or
yes,
do they have the
no,
logo?
it's the logo.
that. They just
Okay.
say biscuit, like
Biscuit.
spelled correctly,
Biscuit. That's it.
just like in normal font.
No,
it's
I was
just black.
I was thinking we need to talk after podcast and try to get some more merch stuff worked out.
Yeah.
Hats sold pretty good. I've gotten several people, Sophie included, saying they want hoodies, and I think
Hoodies
that'd
would
be
be
pretty
I want a
sweet.
T-shirt. I think a hoodie would be
A
way
hoodie?
too expensive for me.
Jonah was also saying he wanted a hoodie.
Jonah's my boy.
Yeah,
I think we'll make hoodies before we make T-shirts because hoodies will go for more, and hoodies are more.
hoodies like $50.
Yeah, but
Make
hoodies
a
also
huge
represent
profit.
better because it's not worn one day a week; it's worn
Yeah,
often.
That's true.
I mean, I do need another hoodie.
That's why whenever if I buy something like merch that I want to show,
Yeah.
I buy a hoodie
or
because
a hat.
Let
or
us
a hat. Yeah,
let us
hoodie or
know
a
in the
hat.
comments down below what kind of merch ideas you want. Do you want a coffee mug? Do you want a hat? More
I think
hats?
coffee mugs would be cool.
Do
Would
you
we
want
do a to-go
bumper
mug or would we
stickers,
do a
like-
coffee cup?
Do you want a Lego set? That's not merch, but like maybe.
What if we just rip off the
Let us
old
know.
Good Mythical Morning mugs and put biscuit in the flame?
It wouldn't be the first time we've done anything like that.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of really cool ideas we could do for that.
Dude, I like the
Yeah.
old Good Mythical Morning mugs.
And
were
ideas to
good.
put on the merch too, other than like the logo. If you have like a favorite saying or skit or something like that.
Canon.
Canon.
I think it'd
You
be
know,
really
like
cool to
Blame
have.
Benea is an idea we've had.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Um,
picture of all of our fists like this.
Canon.
It says Canon.
Looks like
I think it'd be really.
Canon.
Oh, hold on.
You might have to blur that.
I think I will. That's kind of
For
Canon.
those of you on Spotify, Isaac is
Doing
just do it on
nothing.
YouTube.
nothing bad
Nothing
at all.
happened.
I'm gonna make an audible blur like that.
for the people on Spotify.
When something
people on
gets blurred,
Spotify.
it's just faintly.
Yeah. Frick, dude, I was gonna say something, and then you guys just made me be so funny.
We were selling our ideas.
The cannon thing. I think it'd be really cool to have like a cartoon-looking cannon firing out the word cannon or something like that, and then we could also do cannon with our fists.
Mhm. And then
Canon.
was it
I'm gonna
Isaac?
blur
Your
that
mom
too.
was saying something about like having the "no you" because you're not in it
Yeah,
on
like
part
a
of her
T-shirt
shirt too.
that has our biscuit on the front, but on the back it says, "There's no you because you're not
Mhm.
in it."
or we
Yeah.
could do something with our motto: "Good ideas, poor execution."
That's for people who are in a skit.
That's right.
People
That'd
are
be
on
for-
Skitter podcast, right?
skit, and then
something.
podcast. We're gonna have a different one. We're gonna have a
Okay.
Winky Squid one.
I mean, we can't
Uh,
give away too many things, but yeah.
I mean, but yeah, we can't do too many things. But I would like to ideally. To
I
have-
mean, theoretically, even if we give stuff away, that still kind of gets us out there.
Yeah, it's cool because I think
Yeah, Winky Squid merch would be good.
just normal Winky Squid merch, and then it's like I was a guest
I was a
on
guest on the Winky Squid.
like normal font for I was a
I
guest,
like
and
that.
then it's
I
like
like that idea.
on.
I know someone who, if I gave him a sticker, they'd probably put it on their vehicle.
Me?
One of my coworkers.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
I
We
don't-
should do Winky Squid stickers.
Yeah, those would be cool too. I don't think it would get across as well, but it's 'cause
No,
like,
but it's
that's
kind of
an interesting sticker. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. They're not gonna be like, what is that? 'Cause
Although I
there's
feel like most people don't say that about the logo either.
Yeah, but I think
We could have a shirt that says like "Ask me about Biscit Studios."
Ask
and
me
it's just
about-
like very subtle
Well,
in
my-
conversation.
Ask me about my ninja costume.
That's the dumbest one ever. And
I
then you
hate that
flip it up, and it's just the. Have you seen that, Banana?
I have not.
It says, "Ask me about my ninja costume," and then on the underside of the shirt, like right here,
It's got a mask.
there's
with-
like a mask, and you flip it over your head like that, and it's just like you look like a ninja.
it's so stupid.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
I kind of love it.
I kind of like it too.
I saw a kid wearing that once.
Maybe ask me about Biscuit Studios, and then it's like a little pocket with Biscuit.
And then you
Studios.
just
You could
put
pull
it
the
over
pocket down.
yourself.
Have you ever seen the shirts that's got like the cat sticking out when you pull the
Yeah.
pocket down?
Yeah,
I think it was Asher who was saying he would like something a little bit like a dress shirt kind of a deal with a little logo on it, like on the pocket or something.
Dude, that sounds too expensive. Maybe if you're on the
Maybe.
show.
I don't. I
like
think that'd be
regular-
kind of cool though.
Yeah, like a dress shirt, but like
But guys, we can't do any of this unless you
pay
buy
us,
stuff.
give us money.
Give us money, and then we can invest it.
Or
in
go fund
merch.
us.
Go fund
Go
us.
find her. Go fund
That's
us.
been up for like a year. Actually, I don't think they stay up that long, but you know,
Does anybody? When was the last time we looked at it?
long time ago.
We should like actually advertise it next time we put one up.
We put it on our Facebook pages.
No one checks Facebook
You
pages
put it in the
ever.
bulletin for a church. They're
Right,
like,
guys, go fund us.
the
Go fund-
podcast.
Just on stage, it's like and
Well, I
for-
think we
for
can
our-
actually require that here because since they rent the building from us.
Yeah, and at the Lord's house too. It's like whenever they call an order, it's like order for Deborah. Also,
Order for Biscit Studios.
also go check out the Biscuit Studios GoFundMe.
They put like
Order for
the
go.
napkin.
Order for
right on the
subscribe to
napkin.
Biscit.
Um,
On all the
It's like-
napkins, it just says it too.
Yeah.
I need a name for this order. Like and subscribe to Biscuit Studios.
Also, go to our GoFund us. It's like that's too many words, man. It's
Dude,
like,
it's all one
they're
word.
pecking- They're chicken pecking it into the system.
it's like, how do you spell that?
Biscuit without a U. Does it matter? Yes.
And it's like, I can't go back. I have to erase everything. And he's like, do it, make it happen. Dude, I went to take a drink and you guys were all silent for a second.
I think that's kind of just a ritual now. I think we have to do it.
Wait.
What my boss does is.
Someone
sorry.
didn't get the memo.
Sorry, I just.
Someone didn't get the memo we just literally sent.
Gosh. Okay. Sometimes your
I was
boss-
just spit all
Anyways,
over.
what does your boss say?
Is he
So we do these
racist?
things at the beginning of the day
Okay.
called check-ins, where we like basically say what's going on, and he'll pick somebody who's either like yawning or taking a bite of food, and he'll be like, okay, and so they have to talk then, but he does it while they can't talk on purpose.
Do
It's
they have
kinda
to?
funny.
Do they have to sing it?
You know, that
No,
is
they
actually
just have to.
Well, you were
say
saying
it.
something about sing. Does he like sing the announcements?
No,
He's like, today we're going hiking.
no.
that's not
You should
singing,
do
that's
that.
The
just-
children hate hikes too. It's really
The children.
funny.
Well, they're not the only one.
I know. Yeah, we hate them too. But well, it depends on the hikes. We don't take them on strenuous hikes because
They're dumb
they're
and they complain and they.
kids. Yeah, I was telling Vinaya about a hike we went on in Big Sky, and they said that
She
every
pooped her
time.
pants.
No,
Long
that's
story
not what I
short.
said. They
Dang,
said that every
that's-
time they take kids up there, there's always code brown is what they
And
call it.
That
Means
time
they
it was
crap their pants.
code Sophie.
I didn't do
Did a
anything.
brown.
No,
Rainbow
I said
means
that.
puke.
Cannon,
time-
Sophie pooped your
Nope,
pants.
that time
Cannon.
nobody.
That's what's up.
Nope, I was pointing
That
out
one
the
girl
fact
who
that
pooped her
nobody had
pants.
an
That one girl.
accent that time.
Nobody had an accident. You're like hiding. You're like, I gotta
You're
go
like,
to the
yep,
bathroom.
nobody had
No
an
one
accident.
at all.
No.
As you waddle back to the car. Nobody.
Oh, I did convince the kids that the bus left without us though.
What
It's
the
my favorite thing. So last year we
kids? We're all left behind.
That's so funny.
They start screaming and crying and running everywhere, and you're like,
It really
Oh.
is because they don't want to believe you, but you can see in their face that they do. Like last year we went to Virginia City, and
You're
we
a
convinced
terrible person.
me,
Evil,
no,
what
me
the
and this
frick?
other counselor. We convinced them that we were actually going to Virginia State, and they're like, "Does my mom know?" And we're like, "Yeah, no, she signed a paper. Like she knows that."
she
you're
will
going."
know.
And they're like,
When the police report comes up,
Yeah.
she'll know.
they're like, where are we gonna stay? We're like, oh, we sleep on top of the bus, so the bears won't get us, and because we take these big school buses around. So we were up in Big Sky, and this was on Wednesday, and the bus had to park somewhere else because the parking lot was too small. And they're like, "Where's the bus?" I'm like, "Oh crap, you guys! What time is it?" And they're like, "It's like 2:00." And I was like, "Dude, it had to leave by 1:45." I'm like, "It left without us." I'm like, we have to walk. And they're like, crap. And I was like, yeah, I
Is that
know.
what the kids are saying? They're like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I know. The kids did
Oh,
that.
crap.
And they're
then,
like,
Sophie did that. And
I was like, can I have some?
Okay, dude.
No, not that. The kids were like, Sophie, can I have some water? And I'm like, no. And they're
All the
like, why?
water's
And
on
I'm
the
like, this is where
bus.
the survival instinct kicks in. We have to be selfish. I'm like, you can't have my water.
how old are the kids that you are with?
Oh, that was 3rd grade and 4th graders.
So what are these, like, what, 9-year-olds?
Yeah, 8 and 9, I think.
8-year-olds?
And like, no, and then the bus came back, and they were like, "Oh, we knew that you were just kidding." And I was like, "No, you
There's
didn't."
just like one kid starting a fire, and he has a tent already, and he's like,
the other
"Oh,
one's
well, they all
crying.
I
had
knew
to
you
over
were
there.
kidding."
Right, you told them they all had you had to start walking back, and you'd be lucky if you made it back by lunchtime tomorrow. Like,
And they're like,
and
"No
they're like,
way."
oh, no. And then they were like gonna start walking, but you're like, we have to wait for everybody
Yeah,
first.
I'm like,
and
if we leave without one person, we probably won't make it back. And they're like, "Okay, we'll wait."
How does that work?
I don't know, it just did.
then-
They're
well, they
kids.
waited.
Yeah.
I think what would be really funny if next time you convince them to subscribe to Biscuit Studios.
That'd be a
would be
good one.
funny.
You
Yeah,
say kids.
just as a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
Like as
Go
No,
home.
Like it's a joke.
Just
Like,
start
it's
advertising
your-
Biscuit Studios.
Get
to
on your
all of
mom
kids.
and dad's phones. Search Biscuit Studio, but without a U. It'll
Link.
try
and
to
then
correct
comment
Give
the
me your credit card number.
credit. Dang it!
you. Comment your credit card information on the episode I'm on, and
I love. I saw this.
I
TikTok.
can. You can trust me.
It was like whatever your social security number is, that's how much money you get. How much money are you gonna spend? How much money do you have? Leave it in the comments.
I saw the same one, but it was like, if your mom's phone number was money, how much money would you have?
I saw that one too. I wonder how many people actually do
If
that.
your credit
because
card
you
number
know
was
there's
how-
some people that do.
Some people do
'Cause
it
there
just
are
to be.
some
funny.
stupid people out there.
Yeah, but it was on a meme page, and
Yeah, but even then, like, there are some idiots.
it was
in the
vegan
world.
feminist. So
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
remember that one.
vegan feminist is like the bomb diggity. He just does not miss. I mean, he kind of sometimes, but
Sometimes Spoopy Doo's better.
Spoopy Doo is better. But vegan feminist is really good too, and he has a way too many not followers. Way too few followers.
He needs more followers.
That's the one.
Yep,
just
just
like
like
us.
Biscuit Studios.
Subscribe.
Great
Maybe
minds
someone
think
should
alike.
DM him, try and get him to advertise us.
I've DM'd him before. We've
You
talked
should
to
say,
him.
"Hey, I love your page. We advertised for you. Can you? It's your pay up, Sonny."
"Pay up, son." I'll send him a clip.
We'll give you a shout out if you
Vegan
give us.
feminist, this is to you.
I thought this was Spoopy Doo.
Oh,
Frank-
Spoopy Doo, this is to you. That is a better flow to it anyway.
Spoopy Doo to you.
We love your meme
Uh,
page. Everyone who's watching, go follow on the gram, and then
I already
he needs
follow.
to unfollow
You're not watching,
him
are
and
you?
then refollow him, and then share this clip for free, please.
Thank you.
We worked so hard.
Yeah. All right, back to
Also, we're
Sophie
gonna have
harassing.
new merch coming up.
Oh yeah.
Also, back to Sophie deceiving small children into thinking they're probably gonna die in the next 24 hours.
Back to our
Uh,
regularly scheduled
What?
programming.
Anything else you've done to children?
Oh.
That sounded wrong.
I mean, she's.
How?
I could get fired for this, but I shoved a kid today. I did.
Well,
You
And
want
I-
me to
just,
cut that
gently
out?
I said I
just-
would feel bad, but I don't because they were being really mean to
Like,
me.
did you push him to the ground?
I
Did
did.
you kick him?
They were
And then you
short,
kicked 'em and
so
then
it's
you got
like they
on
didn't
and then
fall
shorter than
far,
you?
but yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
kick
come on.
them. I didn't kick them. I shoved them because she took my tape. Like it sounds, yeah, it
Like a
sounds
cassette tape or
not
like
extreme,
tape
but
used
it
to
really was angering me. It was a painting tape, the blue stuff.
Painter's tape.
Yeah.
masking
Oh,
tape.
so it wasn't even the good stuff. It was
Wasn't
just.
even
No,
good
it's
tape.
just tape. And so I was like doing stuff, and it's loud in there and overwhelming. And then she comes up and she takes my tape. And I was like, "Dude, give it back."
And then I
she's
clocked
like,
her.
Then she, yeah, and then I just knocked that thing out.
uppercut.
So she starts running away from me, and I like told them like, "Dude, you can't do that. Give it back." And
So
they
I
start
pull out my
running back.
sniper and,
And so I finally like catch her. I take the tape out of her hand, or no, I catch her and she throws the tape, and I like push her away so she doesn't get it again. And I think some kids watched me do it too, and they like gave me a look. And
like, "You're
Did she-
next if
did
you
she
tell
start
anyone."
crying when you pushed her on the ground?
no, I think she just wanted attention, so like she laughed. I mean, I sound like a terrible person,
Well, it's because
but
you are.
And you stood over her and you're like, if you ever do that again, I swear.
yeah, I'm like, I'll give you a write up. No, I did. She
This-
was on the ground, and I go, you remember what happened yesterday? And I'm like, yeah, so and so gave you a write up, and I'm like, I'm not afraid to give you one. And she like,
And I'm
backed
not
off.
afraid to beat the ever loving.
Yeah. She,
How old was she?
I don't
Probably
think
another
I should
8-year-old.
say
3
legally.
3
No.
or 4?
Oh, she's about
She was
6
19.
She was she was like 12.
She was 19. She's just in.
I wouldn't feel bad if it was a 19-year-old, but it was a kid.
Well, you got to make an adult. So
Was it
Yeah.
a CIT?
No, it was a kid.
If somebody came up to me and did that, I would have acted like an adult and asked for it. And, you
Yeah,
know,
and you
I
would've
did.
then
I
talked
asked
to
for
somebody
it
else.
back.
And
yeah, you would have talked to someone higher up.
No,
and
man.
They
Yeah.
would discipline the
No,
child.
you take
in the right way.
initiative for the situations
and
you're
beat
But we
the
already
kid
know
up.
Sophie's all about survival of the fittest and being
Yep.
selfish.
and beating kids up. And
If you don't give me my tape back, I'm gonna send you to Big Sky to walk home.
First they try to take your water, and then next they try
She
to take your
threw
tape
my
and-
water bottle too. Yeah, out of control.
sounds
I
like,
feel like you're the one out of control.
I'm not.
I think Sophie needs
I-
to be a student.
yeah.
She needs to.
No, I'm fine.
We need to
needs to-
reverse
I'm
roles
fine.
here. I
She
think.
needs to get
I'm
told
fine.
that the bus isn't coming back. And
Yeah.
Fine.
that
Some of these
and watch
kids are
the leader
gonna.
grab her pen
Some of these kids are gonna have trust issues though
because
of
of you.
because of the counselors in general.
the counselors in general, you.
Mostly you. Let's be real here.
In all these stories, you were the only one there.
We'd crush up rocks and we'd call it sushi, and we're like,
You
want
feed
some
the
sushi?"
kids rocks.
Yeah, but the powder just they wouldn't eat it. If they
They'd
eat
snort
it,
it,
that's
it's different.
their problem.
Less calories.
No, these are
You're
the
like, here,
kids.
kids, do this.
I hear
It's
if you
good for the
snort
future.
mayonnaise, it's less calories.
Here, kids, get your credit card and just make lines. And
Also, can I see the card when you're done with it?
let me take a picture
See,
real quick.
If they ate it, like that wouldn't be surprising because the kids I'm working with, they're eating lollipops and they're like, no, sunscreen actually tastes good on it. And I'm like, don't eat the sunscreen, and they proceed to eat it.
You ever take the sunscreen and just spray it into their mouth?
Like into their eyes
No.
too.
That way, because otherwise their eyes will burn if they look at the sun too
yeah.
long.
Man, I feel like
I
we're
actually
gonna
might
get
do that.
talked to by someone after this episode. That episode that the Winky Squid you posted,
Fantastic episode, but some of the things he said.
fantastic episode. Thought you were gonna say that.
I
It's like
won't tell any of my bosses to watch.
child
it.
harassment, love it, but just
Really
stop
questionable,
advertising for
so-
yourselves. Like that's what they'll tell us to do.
That's the main problem they'll have with this episode.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard already, you should totally subscribe to Biscit Studios.
Yep. You know what I've heard that's better than one call to action, 3 calls
Two.
to action.
3 calls to
Not
action.
2. 2's the worst. You might as well be doing 0 if you're doing 2. But 3.
That's true. It's like 3 negatives are still a negative, but 2 negatives.
2's the worst.
You know what I hate about math?
People.
How no matter how many positives you have, if you have one negative, they all become negative.
Well, if
That
you're
reminds me a lot of
adding them-
real life. And if you just have a bunch of like good people on the podcast, and then you bring Sophie on, and she's
Yeah,
just the
same
wor-
way as like if you have a bunch of people subscribe and then one person doesn't, it just ruins
Subscribe
everything.
to
Right,
the
God.
If like
YouTube.
everybody, if that everyone should just we just have so many subscribers.
We lost 2 subscribers after the last episode.
Are you
No.
serious?
Yes, we went from 102 to 100, so we're right back on the
How?
bubble. John said some terrible things.
Is that really
and
how?
so- I mean, it was also just bad quality.
Yeah, or they just got bored.
That's why I had to apologize.
Anyways,
That's part of the
Come
quality.
back, maybe. I don't know.
so
Guys,
what happens
if you weren't
do we
here,
lose our URL if you drop
I don't
below
know if we'll
100?
lose it or not.
oh frick,
But, we did get a www.youtube.com/Biscit Studios. It works for now.
this whole thing is like an ad for Biscit Studios. That's all we are, and for pushing
Subscribe.
kids. it's Biscit Studios and pushing kids.
Right.
We should make a shirt that says Biscit Studios. We like pushing kids, and then just like a
No,
little
But
shirt.
in
because
parentheses,
Biscuit
just
Studios-
Sophie.
Biscuit Studios doesn't like pushing kids. That's
Biscuit
not me.
Studios,
should
we like
get a
pushing
shirt
kids,
that
but
says
only
Sophie
Sophie.
hates kids
I'll have
Sophie
you know that
pooped your
I've
pants.
never pushed a kid before
until today.
until today.
Was
I
it
feel like
today?
that's
It
cap.
was today.
Dang, it was recent.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
to get
it was
Sophie on at
about,
the end of the summer when she can just
I don't
spill
know,
all
like
the beans of
3
all the
hours ago?
terrible things she's
All
done.
the kids she's pushed.
Well, if I
and-
want to get hired again, I can't say anything. So
Well, you already
What?
said something, so
yeah, but they don't know that. How do they even know what
I
camp
mean, no
I'm
one-
talking about?
no one watches this anyway. I don't think it matters who the kid is.
What? What did you say?
I don't think it matters who the kid is if you just shove them.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think it
think-
honestly, if they were like, so who was the kid? And I was like, they'd be like, oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
shoved him
yeah.
earlier today, so
No, I did the
I did
same
much worse than
thing,
just
you know?
shove him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
actually, don't shove him again. He kind of deserves it. He has a big nose.
John, I feel like this is something that's calling back to your past. Do you want
And
to?
then they wouldn't stop
expand.
kicking me.
Sophie, did you
Somebody-
And then
bully
I
John in a
pooped my
past
pants.
life?
I put my pants after that. And then the bus wasn't coming back. Actually, there was a bully for me as a kid, but he was the same age as me. And then I ended up punching him in the face, and he got
This story has already been told.
on the
so,
podcast.
Yeah.
I don't remember you.
'Cause
When were you bullied?
I've heard this before.
Well, just because you heard it before doesn't mean it was on the podcast.
The only time she actually ever hears about you is on the podcast.
That's
interesting.
not
She doesn't
True.
interact with you outside of it, actually.
That is
I
true.
don't?
Yeah, because
No.
after this, I'm not going to be able to talk to her.
Yep, for at least 5 to 10 business days.
Till
Yeah.
I come back
And then it'll,
on.
reset, and then maybe I can talk in the comments section.
Yeah, you slowly just have to progress.
Yeah.
Because like podcasts, that's like top tier, and after that, you can't just go back to talking normal.
Correct, yeah.
You gotta slowly work it back there. You gotta just like, take a few weeks off, and then like you said, comment sections, and then maybe you can get like DMs, and then like a number, maybe.
Yeah. And then, because the only reason I was able
Maybe
to talk...
email.
Email's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
What about, like... Oh, dang, I can't find the other one. What was email? Yahoo.
Yahoo is email.
Frick me, dude.
Maybe just gotta make a Hotmail account first, and then
Yeah,
just slowly
like,
work.
maybe
your way.
like-
Guys,
Yes.
one time I got a phone number out of a DM.
Ooh.
Who's
Spicy. Tell the story.
You guys know who?
me?
Oh. That's a dumb story. Me and Isaac were kind of just jerking around. Is this the story I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I believe so.
We were kind of just messing around. And I was like, hey, you should text this or you should DM this person. I was like, it'd be funny. And then he ended up doing it. And I was like, oh. And then,
And then we DM'd for a little bit. And then like
Oh.
2 months later, then it went like, and then I went like, and then now we're here.
yeah, I was like, what the frick?
Yeah. Because, I mean, when we originally did it, we were just messing around.
Is
and
that
then
one of your friends from California?
Yeah.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yep.
What I thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
Originally, I was like, this is going to be funny because they'll probably not talk ever.
Or it'll just be like really awkward.
Yeah, I was hoping for one of those. And then it didn't happen like that. And I was like,
And then
come
Isaac
on.
was like, what was it? It was like National Girlfriend Day or something, and you were like,
That's a different one.
I'll
That's
be
a
your
different
girlfriend.
story, but
That's a different day.
Oh, same person.
No, different person too.
different person.
Oh.
Yeah, this happens a lot. I'm like, hey, Isaac, you should DM this person. He's like, okay.
Oh, there. And then I do.
And then sometimes, one time.
One time it
it-
turned into something.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just kind of funny.
Yeah,
I
most of the
remember-
time I do it just for fun. And I mean, when we initially did it, it was just for fun. And
You're
then,
like 5-year-olds just like.
yeah, and then months later it turned into something else.
Yeah, I was like, come on, that's
What
not
the
fun
frick?
anymore.
It's not funny, man. It worked out. Are you kidding me?
I'm never doing this again.
Dang it.
But yeah, me and you can do it now.
Yeah.
Don't you ever leave me for an Instagram hoe.
You gotta bleep that.
Oh, I don't
My
know.
favorite thing is when they're like bros before hoes, and I'm like, but I like my hoe.
Do I have to leave that?
Well, you're gonna bleep.
What's a
You have to bleep, but a hoe is different, okay?
Are they?
There's a
different,
whole
though?
W that
Yeah.
changes it.
Oh.
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 The English language is incredible.
I just drank and you guys were talking for it.
Oh, wait, can you drink
Oh,
again?
sorry.
Okay, hold on. No, you can't just like be
Oh,
quiet and
so
be
we
real
gotta,
for it.
we gotta
Okay.
stop right
Engage
as he
in
brings it to his
conversation.
mouth.
Engage in conversation.
So, and basically,
So anyway, Sophie
Mel hasn't touched it yet.
hits kids.
I understand.
Hey, John.
Hey,
So sitting out of frame, there's a California hat. I
That
was
really reminds me of
so. Anyways,
you guys
No.
are bad at this.
no. I was actually curious. Where, like, legitimately, where did you get that hat in California?
There was a gas station that I went to.
No
Oh, really?
way.
I hate gas stations in California or in that part of California
What part
because
were you in?
I was in Orange County.
Oh,
There's a
Where-
whole story as to why I got that.
isn't Orange County cool?
Orange County is cool, but it's still California. So
Yeah,
there's still
that's
certain
fair.
things that are just kind of like,
Is the sales tax outrageous in California, or is it?
it's not
uh,
outrage. I mean, sales tax, like that's
Dude,
I mean, that's
always
completely
forget
foreign
about
to us.
sales tax.
Right? That sucks when you like go to Idaho or something, you buy something and it costs an extra $1 and you're like, what the heck?
I think Idaho's is.
Idaho.
I don't want to say anything
Now he has
without
to bleep
actually
it.
knowing. But I thought Idaho's was worse than California. I could be totally wrong here, but
I don't know.
I don't know
I've been,
either.
I try to like avoid.
I just feel
going
like if you
anywhere
bought a
outside my
tank of
house.
fuel, it's gonna cost a lot more because of taxes.
Oh,
it
dang.
does.
Oh, so you got California prices on gas
Fuel, which is like
plus
over
sales
$4.
tax.
Yeah, I think the lowest I saw down there while I was in that part of California, because I also went to Apple Valley, it was $4.15, and that was for 85, and 87 is the lowest we have here, so we had to use 87. Or we didn't have to, but I wanted to use the same
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
So it was like 5 to 8 cents more for that, because the lowest one was 85,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, bruh. And one of them was almost $5, and then I
And you're
think
filling up the van too. That doesn't have fantastic gas mileage.
no, but it doesn't have the worst either.
Yeah.
I'm very glad we took the van because it had a lot of room. And
What
we
does the van have in it?
got, miles wise?
No, engine. What is the motor?
V8.
Is it a V8?
Yeah.
Just a little
That
Coyote
did look cool
V8.
though. If, for whoever's in the back, they just gotta kind of sleep.
Yeah, and the
Like it gave you some room to do that.
person driving was almost sleeping too.
Mm-hmm.
Me. But I only drove on the way back because on the way there we drove the whole way through. I think it was 16 hours it took us.
Mhm.
It's like a 14-hour drive, and we stopped a couple times. We got In and Out in Salt Lake, and at that In and Out, right across the street was a Chick-fil-A, and then right across
Yep.
the street from that was a McDonald's.
So right across the street from the Chick-fil-A was an In-N-Out, and then right across the street from the In-N-Out was a Chick-fil-A. It was insane.
No, a McDonald's.
I mean, you're not wrong though.
Okay. It was like two superheroes that don't like get along, and then like the devil himself in McDonald's,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of cool.
McDonald's was the devil himself.
Of course,
Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
the
clarify
evil,
that.
greedy.
Well, I mean, when they're right next to a Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out, you're kind of
Yeah,
like
you don't have much going for you there.
they still probably make
McDonald's
more
has
money,
Asperger's. Did you know that?
McDonald's has.
We haven't made that joke on the podcast before, and now everyone's gonna think it's originally yours.
That's actually
Aw.
so. That credit of that joke goes to Benea.
Hold
That's
on,
me.
When-
wait. We're gonna redo this. McDonald's is the evil, greedy.
McDonald's sells Asperger's.
No. Hey, Dad. What does McDonald's have?
Asperger's.
Got 'em.
That's a cuss word.
No, Asperger's. It's only one S.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental disease with.
But it means you can't socialize at all. 'Cause
I think
you're
that's just
stupid.
called
Wait, do I have?
homeschooled.
No, you don't have McDonald's.
Good. I hate McDonald's.
Me too. No, I don't.
McDonald's?
I like
Yeah,
McDonald's.
McDonald's is good.
But now
McDonald's.
you're gonna have another identity crisis.
I can't do that again.
You can't do
Okay,
that.
I'm
again.
still recovering. That was like 3 months ago.
Was.
What do you mean an
That
identity
was like a
crisis?
week and a half ago.
He goes.
No,
so
I.
we walk into we walk into the Lord's house.
Well, we walk
and-
out of the Lord's house.
No, we were
actually.
Amen.
walking into it, and
Oh.
somebody was like,
Don't disagree.
somebody was like, "Hi, Sophie," and you're like, "My name's not Sophie," and they're like, "What?" And then you thought
that's
your
right.
name. You thought you were me.
I thought my name. I didn't think I was you. I just thought my name was Sophie.
No, you thought you were me.
Oh,
Cause
maybe.
you're like, I can't be that one girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Benea started crying, and it was just. A
I
whole
really don't
mess.
appreciate you.
He also
spilling my
started
beans on the
crying last night in
podcast.
the car. I think. What
It-
were we talking
That
about?
must have been outside of the
Oh,
Lord's house
because-
then. 'Cause
Yeah, no, because we were driving to the Lord's house. Your sister.
No, you're
she
thinking of
decided,
like a month ago.
No, that
when
was
I
last
crying.
night. She goes, "I'm gonna ride with that one person."
The other girl.
Yeah, and then and then you're like, "How could she not want to ride with me?"
Right.
I think that's what we were talking
Well,
about.
you're thinking of the
And
other
then
time I
yeah.
cried when I played my Lord's House playlist.
Yeah, that stuff
and
got emotional.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Benea have this whole different interaction in the car,
Experience.
and
I usually
nobody
just
else
drive
knows
there
about
alone.
It. Yeah.
You used to know.
feels bad, loser. No.
And then I just kind of like
Cry and
cry and
prepare yourself for the Lord's
I
house.
always
poop myself and
throw back to an
Poop
episode in
Sophie.
in February, which was also like last time John went to California. That's when I got my accident. So every time I take that corner going to the Lord's house now, I actually take it with my eyes closed.
Yeah,
Just for good luck.
Just start
and
praying.
then
It's
all
like,
the
Mhm.
passengers cross their fingers, but he can't see that
Yeah, because my eyes are closed when I take the corner.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get in another wreck.
and then
It's a good
everyone
idea.
in your car starts drawing penises on your window for good luck.
Well,
and
Clementine's not. allowed
No,
in
that's
car
the
anymore,
bad
so-
luck. That's why we crashed.
Yeah, that's why we crashed.
they start drawing.
Which I mean, she was tracing
What?
over your
Yeah.
original art.
So really, it's
you're
your
to blame
fault.
My original art was a good luck omen, and you ruined it with your finger
She
grease.
That was
ruined it.
Clementine.
She ruined
who
it with her
ruined
greasy
There you go.
fingerprints.
There's my answer. That's the one thing I don't like about Clementine.
Her
She
greasy
draws-
fingerprints.
No.
Bad omen penises.
I feel bad because
Bad omen penis.
there's nothing I don't like about her. But,
Other than
you
the
know,
Except for the
omen
bad omen
penises.
penises.
And then obviously the
There
red
you
hair
go.
too. But that's
Yes.
you
I
know,
mean,
obviously.
that's kind of a
bad
given.
omen penises.
Whenever I'm
and red hair.
gonna keep saying almond penis.
Omen penis.
Whenever I hear
Almond.
bad omens, I always think of like bad almonds.
I think of Minecraft.
like that of
I
Remember,
also
like
don't
we
like
were
that.
playing that, my brother would always call the bad omens bad almonds.
Yeah, I
Is
always
that
think
what
of-
you're referencing?
No, I just think of bad almonds.
What's
You're
a
like,
bad
these almonds
almond?
are old.
like a
Yeah, I
bad
just
almond.
don't-
Like it's a
Yeah, but like, what do
moldy.
you picture in your head when you picture a bad almond?
Just
Minecraft.
just doesn't taste
but
good.
but the words bad almond,
but it's omen.
and it freaking it's messing with my head because when people say bad omen, it's like what you're not saying it right.
It's bad almond.
You're saying almond pretty weird, dude. I'm saying almond pretty weird right now.
Hey, dude, I got some trail mix. I got some raisins and some
Almonds?
M&Ms and some almonds.
Oh,
Almonds.
Hey,
Just
man,
don't
you
put
want my
it on the
almonds?
L.
I don't want them. They're kind of
Dude, I
bad.
don't like almonds.
thanks, Isaac.
Almonds.
I don't really like almonds.
Hey guys.
Hey guys,
Hi.
You want some bad omens?
You want some bad almonds?
Frick, I screwed it.
bad almonds.
That
Guys,
bad
if you don't leave a
almond-
like on the video, you get bad almonds.
Ooh, bad almonds.
That brings us to our next point.
Well, I was actually
Like
in the
and
middle of
subscribe.
something.
Yeah,
So-
John,
Like
continue.
and subscribe.
For the fourth time
That
today.
was our
Fourth
next point.
Time today.
Okay,
Oh,
just
on
like-
to the next
to
point
like and
after that.
subscribe was to. Now to John. Back to you.
Back to our regularly scheduled, not children-hating person.
Thanks, Mike. This game has
No,
been
no, you're
very-
holding your mic.
Thanks, Mike. But we so usually it's like 14 hours straight there.
Yeah.
California.
California.
To Cali.
California.
To Apple Valley where my grandma lives. So not quite the
Grandma.
coast.
Grandma Mima. Is that what you call her?
For reference, I almost just said
How
my
come some
grandma.
people call their grandmas the stupidest names?
I call
You
my
wanna hear
grandma
mine?
grandma.
What?
I used to
You?
call her Grandma Noni.
What's fine?
So
At least you
we're
call her
gonna let him
grandma.
say his story now.
Some people call their grandma stuff like freaking like Mima, and you're like, dude.
Or
Uh,
Gigi.
Ew.
You know what Gigi? I actually figured out the other day because people call their grandmas Gigi, but Gigi actually stands for great grandma.
Somebody's phone's ringing.
My phone's ringing. It's just
Can we get
My
a surprise
mom.
guest?
we cannot. No.
Who
I
was
think
it?
it was Sam. I think he's buying me Red Dead, and I'm gonna play with him.
Oh, nice.
So you
Yeah.
should So when I like it when we get random phone numbers. It's
I like that.
Yeah,
You're
too.
live.
You gotta pick up more often and just say, "Hey, you're live on the Winky Squid."
Yeah, but he was gonna come in with something racist or my phone number. He was gonna be like, "Hey, 406," and then I just say
Does
my
he
number.
answer like that?
No, he doesn't answer like that. He's just like, he goes, he answers the phone. He goes, "What?" And
Yeah, that's
he'll be
accurate.
quiet for like 5 seconds. I'm like, "Hello."
I like it. I like
He calls
answering.
you and he's like,
And if
"What?"
it's the right person when you answer, you just go 911. What is your emergency? And then they
And
like.
then they start telling you their emergency, and then it's
Uh,
like an actual emergency, and then you end up going to that person's house and helping them, and then
and you're like, oh frick, I'm not the cops.
oh frick, I'm not the cops, and then
This
you
is the
put,
time for me to pursue my dream.
and then like you go on YouTube and then find
How
the
to be a
sirens, and
cop.
then you put that on your roof, and then
Oh,
you-
that you just put your phone on your roof.
Yeah,
and
it's
goes,
like woo 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 woo.
why are you doing woo 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 woo?
Woo, woo, woo,
That's
woo.
not the sound of a.
Oh.
That's
your
That's
car.
a motorcycle.
That's a
Oh,
engine.
Throwback to episode 1, cars go vroom vroom.
That episode does not exist.
That's in the chat.
We don't speak about the non-canon episodes because Isaac said some bad stuff.
That's the sound the car made on the way to California.
It blew it up.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of
That's
on
the
your way to
sound diarrhea's
California,
car would.
I
make.
had a excellent segue, and you were speaking of.
I just
John, that's the sound diarrhea's car made.
We did talk about that. That was funny.
We went the speed limit the whole way.
The speed limit,
Yep.
yeah. Diarrhea
Maybe
is
like
the best.
2 above me.
If you guys
95
haven't
I mean,
seen-
55.
Matthew,
3
yeah.
episodes ago.
That was the last episode Matthew was on.
Yeah.
Yep, the last time that Matthew was.
But
on the
anyways,
episode.
so John,
But don't but anyways. But
Okay,
But
John, do your
anyways, John-
transition. That was
Anyways.
so good.
I did already. It was
Speaking
like
of
motors.
transitions, did you know the
did you know the guy who?
Did you know the guy who owns them got crushed to death by them?
We should make that one a shirt. Just stutter through it, just like a bunch of like. Did
Every
you?
shirt is different.
Just make a bunch of like 15 different
T-shirt
shirts.
that says every shirt is different. I want to make a shirt that
Every
says
shirt with the transition is just like slightly different. By the time you get to
We
the
should
back
get-
of
every
the shirt,
word
it's
said
just
on the podcast.
I want to make a shirt that says the s'mores the messies.
What?
I don't know. It just
Doesn't
doesn't, it just
make
doesn't mean anything. Just like the
The
s'mores the
s'mores-
messies.
see. Normally, if you do something like that, it's like an inside joke on the podcast or something.
But it's just
that's
something
just something
retarded
you
you
made up
said.
just now. So unless we make that
Did
a
had
not
it for a
make it up
starting
just now. It's
Yeah,
been
he's had
around
it for
forever.
a while. He says it. Everyone. There's more to make these.
This is the first time I've ever heard him
We
utter
should
those
get
Messies.
words.
2 shirts that say no 2 shirts are the same, and we should make them exactly the same. And I think that'd be funny.
And it's
Those
Yeah.
are a special giveaway.
Yeah, we'll be giving that away to absolutely no one.
John,
Yeah,
do you know what they have in California?
me for last
T-shirts.
week.
You should tell us where
They
you
sell-
bought that hat
They
and
sell
how you
T-shirts
ended up
in
there.
California.
Wow, I already told you where I got the hat. It was
Yeah,
at
but
a
I wanna
gas
hear
station.
about
The
the
gas. Where was the gas station located, John?
Go through the abridged version. I'm running out of time.
You're running out of time.
Yeah, he's about to fall asleep.
You don't have to.
No, we're fine. I mean, we're up there in time, but
It
like,
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we can keep going till
Yeah,
Putter's out.
yeah.
right,
Obviously.
putter
won't
it
go to
out, bud.
jail.
Let's go.
Joe Rogan does the
Putter it
2-hour
out, man.
podcast every
Putter
week.
it out.
Yeah, and everyone
What a
listens to it.
silly
That's
goose.
commitment.
But yeah, frick me.
I'm just hungry, guys.
That's okay.
We'll go to somewhere after.
Yeah, you start eating the couch cushion. It was cow at one point.
Yep.
Serious, dude?
That's why it's
Yeah,
called
for real.
couch.
Cow.
You're not wrong.
Cow.
Sophie thought it was funny
I get it, like
Heck,
the name cow.
because cow and couch, so you kind of like combine the words.
Couch.
yeah,
and
just
then-
like California.
Couch.
Are there cows there?
There's burgers there.
Do you know what they don't have in California?
Who
bears.
cares? They have.
Yet it's on their flag.
They used to have bears in California. No, there's bears in California.
No, they
It's just
killed them all.
They sent them all over to Yellowstone.
they
to
don't
be
have
friendly.
that bear. It was like the great something bear, and that's on the frickin' logo of
'cause
their flag.
They
The
killed
The
them all.
logo, the
California's
Californian logo.
California flag. Yeah, that they had it. I don't remember what kind of bear that was.
Why is
Frick.
it called a republic? It's not even Republican.
Yeah, it's all liberal.
The Soviet Socialist Republic? That's what my dad says. We always come. He's
Oh,
like,
that makes sense.
We escaped from the Soviet Socialist Republic of California. And they're always like, oh, okay, cool, I guess. Unless they've come from California, they're like, Brad, dude, me too. And 'cause
Me
they-
too, mate. All right.
there's a super different culture in like Southern California, like that chunk, like a little bit,
Like L.A., San Francisco, like that whole clump, or
like kind of like just like the side. 'Cause,
I've
like
been
inner California is a lot different.
yeah,
And then something my
that's
grandpa
just
said.
not where the people
I
are.
call him Papa, but he was talking about why a lot of people want to move there because it's like Huntington is so nice. I love Huntington, and that's where my grandparents. Huntington, yeah, and it's like really nice there all the time, and the beach is so cool. I love the beach, and it's like pretty green there for California, but it's within like 5 to 6 hours of everything. There's you can go snowboarding at Big
Oh.
Bear. You can go to the desert for whatever reason to die, I guess.
dunes.
You can go. There's like the forest. There's mountains. There's trees. There's the ocean. Everything's within like that radius, and
Nice.
it's really cool.
Huntington.
Huntington,
Yeah.
biatch.
Huntington.
Yeah,
Huntington.
and even Vegas is within like I think 6 hours from there.
Wow.
Dude, Vegas is something else, huh?
Vegas is something
Did you
else.
guys drive through Vegas?
We drove through Vegas. We didn't stop.
Did you play
Yeah,
any
I
sluts?
noticed.
I mean slots.
No, we what?
Why would you play slots?
'Cause it's
That's like
Vegas.
the worst thing you can do. Well, that's what I've heard. That's what they make most of their money off of.
They do, yeah,
It's like 90% or something like that.
yeah. And then when people come in and bet $500,000 on black, and then it goes on red, and they're all like depressed, and
Who
then they
coulda
can't
seen this
leave,
coming?
and that's why there's such a high homeless population there, and
It's like the
Really?
yeah.
Who did you
It's
go to
an
the
old-
homeless part of California? What is that called? I forget the
San
name.
Francisco.
No. It's
San Francisco's homeless population is low right now.
Really?
I
They
can't
migrate.
remember the name.
Oh.
They migrate. They go along the freeways.
Well,
and they
no.
have
Last
tents
time
and
we
stuff.
were in San Francisco, the mayor kicked them all out.
Good on him.
It was a girl.
Good on her.
She kicked all the homeless population out.
Heck yeah.
She's like,
That's
you
what's
guys
up.
need to go get a job or something, but
Go,
you can't be here.
somewhere. We don't care.
Like it was
Die
pretty
if you want.
clean down there when we went down to
Oh,
San
nice.
Francisco.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Portland, on the other hand, they've
Yeah.
got a whole nother another story.
Everybody
I
in
don't think
Portland is
will ever
homeless.
be anything besides Portland.
Portland sucks.
It's its own place.
Good thing they have the Space Needle though.
I don't.
Yeah, good thing for the space
Just good
needle.
thing for that.
Oh wait,
If they didn't have the
Portland's
Space
saved.
Needle, Portland would suck.
Yeah, that's the only way they have
it'd be
connection with the
pointless.
outside world. It's just like Nebraska. We're gonna make like a whole Biscuit Studios universe where
State by state.
And
State by
like
state.
Portland has the Space Needle,
Portland is like a big desolate wasteland, like at the end
except for
of
the
Loki,
Space Needle.
and Portland's just
I'll
like
have you know I'm only on episode 2 of Loki.
Yeah, shut up,
Yeah,
dude.
so spoilers.
Gosh.
my bad.
What is
I'm
wrong
only on
with
like the
you?
4th one or something. Or the
Really, you're not done with it?
No, because
No.
we watch. My family's like,
Watching
watch
the
it with us. And I'm like,
They're like 50 minutes long too, and I only watch 20 minutes at a time because I'll just watch them on my lunch break. So it takes me like 3 days to get through an episode.
So I think
Man,
my family wanted to watch Loki the other night, but I was like upstairs doing stuff, and while I was upstairs, they
Probably beating children or
No,
something.
they
no, we started
literally-
watching Kung Fu
they-
Panda instead, so we got all
Oh.
depressed because
Kung Fu
I
Panda's
came
so good.
downstairs. I came downstairs and they were watching it, and I'm like, why would you guys start this without
she
me?
came
They're
downstairs and we were in like
"Let
the
me tell the
training
story."
scene where
Yeah.
where like Shifu's training.
like, and so
Po.
I go down there. I was like, why would you start that
You
without
started
me? And
just
mom's like,
crying, and then
I did. And mom's like,
Did
what
you-
was on? Continue watching. And I'm like, who do you think started watching it? It was me, by the way. I started watching it because
By
I love
yourself?
that movie. Yeah,
and then they just continued it.
yeah.
They were like, somebody was watching this like 2
And
minutes
they
in,
just
and then
watched. No, it was
No, it was
several
like
minutes.
you
in.
know the
Several?
point where there's like
3
where
minutes?
we're at the Jade Palace and he's like falls through the floor and crap
falls through the floor or down the stairs.
through the floor.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't needed to clarify. I just imagined.
I
it.
haven't watched Kung Fu Panda in a hot second.
I
so-
love
You know the
that
part where he's
movie.
like
Ugh.
walking through the Jade Palace and it's nighttime and they're all sleeping and
think it
the
was
floor's all creaky and he falls. Yeah,
Yeah.
we started at that part.
DreamWorks is so good, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
Dear Diary,
You like
today I'm writing
Shrek?
this on the back of my Kung Fu 2 Panda DVD. I
Dear
ran out of
Diary,
room, so I used my other Kung Fu 2 Panda DVD.
No, dear diary, I don't know where my diary is.
Yeah.
You've messed it up.
Guys, just look up
Kung Fu 2
2
Panda.
Kung Fu Panda 2 Vine, and you should come up as
Drew Gooden is just.
He had some of the best vines.
He did.
He's the same guy who did the Road Work Ahead.
Road work ahead. I think that's like
Yeah,
probably the most
I
quotable
sure
vine.
hope it
Yeah,
does.
and most people don't even know it's him. He was telling this story one time where he was at some convention and he saw this like 8-year-old girl. Sophie would hate this kid.
She would push her over.
She had a
No,
shirt
I
on.
don't push
with
8-year-olds
skimpy
over.
pants.
I push
She had a
the
shirt on
younger
that
ones
said
over.
"Road Work Ahead." Oh yeah, I sure hope it does. And
It's
then
not, oh
Drew's
yeah.
like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
sure-
gosh. Did you not know the freaking?
Yeah, I sure hope it does. And then Drew goes up to this kid and he's like, he was looking at the shirt. He's like, "Hey, I like your shirt." And she's like, "Thanks." I kind of just walked away and he was
Can
like,
you imagine? What
"Oh,
if
she doesn't know who I
you
am."
found somebody wearing like Biscuit merch and you're like, "Hey, nice shirt," and they're like, "Thanks."
What? What? Like.
They just found
I thought
in
it
a
was just
pawn
off.
shop.
I thought it was off-brand
Hey,
They
nice
find
Black
it
hat.
at
Rifle
Goodwill.
coffee.
Somebody found a staff shirt.
I've actually
from-
thought about that though. Like, what if we just donated Biscuit Studio shirts with the barcode to like Goodwill and then just
So that-
see if people buy
Mr.
them?
Beast would do that. He'd get like 100,000 shirts and then go all over the states.
He would just donate, or
everywhere.
just throw out North Carolina and just donate them and just. The thing is, he's actually known, so like most people, I think, would see that.
Or it would be
And
like
be
a
like, oh.
QR code to like enter a thing, and you'd
Mhm.
only be able to get it like that.
That actually be kind of cool, like
Dude,
Charlie and Chocolate Factory type.
yeah.
Mr. Beast should do something like that if he has. a
Next
phone.
video, man. Credit us.
We know you're watching, Jimmy. So just recreate
That'd be a
Charlie
lot
and
of
the
money.
Chocolate Factory.
I don't think
He
you
has
do that many
sponsors.
though. Dude, freaking
He needs to
Goodwills
make
would
a
be.
chocolate factory, so then he can give it to someone.
Give
he
it a
made
tour.
a fast food place, like
Yeah, it's not a real restaurant, is it? But
Mhm.
it's like a.
It's kind of
pop
just
up shop, maybe.
yeah, it's something like that.
I
Yeah.
heard it's really good.
Did you go to any pop up shops in California?
I don't
They're
know you.
they're like, okay.
No, I did not.
I don't know if you can get the Beast Burger here though.
You can't, but I could have got it in California.
Oh,
Or in
Yeah,
you should have at
Utah,
least
they
tried
have
it,
them
and you
in
could like
Salt
compare it to
Lake,
In and
right?
Out.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I have no idea what it.
Where did you
would
get
be
it in
on
California,
that
or where
level.
could you have?
Everywhere, dude. They're really popular in the big cities. So I
Huh. So does he actually have like little shops for them, or
no, but you can go on the app. That
yeah,
there
that's
is,
what I
and
was
then there's,
thinking.
like,
You kind of
boop,
just
boop, boop,
order
boop.
it and then it just appears.
Yeah, it's. Oh, dude, I
They
got
just
hate.
like grab some dirt and water, mix it together. Like, here's your beast burger. So we don't actually
No,
know where
that's
they come
that's
from,
the
but-
Dream Burger.
Does Dream have a beef burger on?
I thought he did. Or it might have been a meme, but it was like I don't even remember
Who
what it
is
was,
Dream?
but it was
What
kind
is
of just
that?
gross.
Dream's the Minecraft YouTuber.
He's a Minecraft
Okay.
YouTuber who's 100% authentic and never cheats.
Yeah. Technoblade's the real deal. Look it up if you don't know
He's
what we're
the
talking
pig who
about.
won 1,000 games of Skyblock
Or if
something.
you don't care, that's fine too.
If you
Yeah.
don't care, please subscribe to Biscuit Studios,
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you don't care,
where real
good.
content is
Keep
made.
not caring because
because we
it's
don't care either.
all stupid.
We don't cheat here. Nope.
No, we don't.
We can't.
Because we don't have the mental capacity to.
No, we're too dumb to cheat. We can
Yeah.
only do things 100% authentic. That's why on this podcast you only get serious talks and no bits or nothing like that.
What's a
What's
bit?
a bit?
Exactly.
It's the thing that goes into a horse's mouth.
I was gonna say that.
But you didn't.
Wait, that's
Suck it.
called a bit that goes in the horse's mouth.
We don't have any of those here.
Is
Like,
it because
that's
they?
why,
Is it because they bit on it? They like bit it.
like,
and
Anyways,
it's like,
I think you might need a bit.
what's a bit?
Exactly.
that's like the saying, chomping at the bit.
No bits.
That's like an old man saying.
Isaac's chomping at the bit right now.
Yeah.
I don't have a bit.
he's hungry.
Anyway,
So-
19 hours there, 19 hours back.
19. You changed it from 14 to 19.
It felt like 19.
14. 15,
Well, you did.
16 to 19.
Well, did you make the trek back one day, or was it 2 days, or technically just one?
It was.
Technically,
Because I know you
It was
stopped in
17
Utah.
hours. We didn't stop. Well, we
Utah.
stopped in Utah to get stuff.
Didn't you sleep somewhere though, or did you just
I slept.
take the night?
We took turns. So on the way there, Levi drove until about from like 8 till, or maybe I don't remember. But he drove like
PM.
7 or 8 hours, and I drove 8 or 9 hours, and we just split it in half. We made a joke at the beginning. It's like Sam's not driving, so he didn't. And
Did
then
you not drive on the way down either?
he didn't drive on the way down,
But
but
he drove up.
Yeah, he helped.
That's right. You
drive
were
up.
telling me that because he was the only one who wasn't falling asleep.
Yeah, because we were like, haha, Sam's a bad driver, and he was like, fine, I won't drive. And then he
I'd
didn't.
be fine with that.
And then he didn't drive. And I was like, Sam, can you drive? He's like, I'm a bad driver. I was like, I'm going to pass out. And so he drove.
You're not gonna be able to drive soon.
No one is because we're going to die.
Yeah.
And
Is it like those long stretches of like desert and whatnot where it's just a straight road?
there's only one of those. It's
Because
because
I've heard a lot of those are like really dangerous just because they're so boring, and so you kind
How
of just
fast did you go?
fall asleep. Only the speed limit.
the speed limit for the most of it. But my dad was like, yeah, you guys really do need to go the speed limit. And especially to Levi because Levi it just
Doesn't always go speed limit.
law-abiding citizen.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and he doesn't listen to the podcast, so I can say whatever I want.
Yep.
Man.
But
He's not allowed ever since that one video with him tanked. The last time he was on the podcast.
oh,
Because
well,
he had 2 really good episodes for whatever reason. Then he was on again. We just ran out of Levi magic.
he was just on for like 5 seconds. Cause he
Yeah,
couldn't-
maybe we should have him like scheduled on again. Maybe they'll get another how many 100 views for some reason.
Yeah. But like there's only one real bad stretch. It's between Vegas and Apple Valley, which is like 3 or 4 hours.
That's where it's just desert and just a straight road.
Yeah. It wasn't bad for me because
How
Oh.
straight is it?
it's not that straight, but there's one spot where it's like 6-7 miles where it's just straight. And then on either side there's like, it looks like the movie Cars, and it's just like desert. and it's like those big plateaus that are like the tabletop stuff, and it's just as
Mhm.
ugly as it can get. And then it's just like depressing. But while I was driving, I was tired, even on the way down, so I
Mhm.
didn't really care.
That's because you got up at like 6 after going to bed at like 1.
Not that day. Not on
I know the
down.
day you went down.
No, not the day I went. Oh yeah, that's right, I did. Frick.
I know what time you went to bed, or I know you didn't. You went to bed late
Yeah,
because I
you
remember
did.
you sent me memes at like 1.
Why the frick did I do that? Anyway.
And you were telling me the day before, it's like, yeah, I should go to bed early,
haha,
so I
lol.
don't.
And then it's just like a
Yeah.
picture of me like at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
snapping
probably
you, and I'm
snapping
just
me
like
or something.
dead.
Just
and
like, yep.
I'm like, I need
You're
to
like,
drive
I'm an
tomorrow.
idiot.
Yeah. I was driving through.
Do you guys have hearts yet?
Nope.
No.
Oh, no, on Snapchat, yes. I thought you were talking about physically.
Do What kind of hearts do you have on Snapchat?
Are they the pink boys?
But it's not what we're talking about right now. I was going through Vegas, and I was like, "Yeah, we're so close," because I forgot how close Vegas was to my grandma's house, and it's not close.
John, did we lose our hearts?
Did you lose our hearts? Benea? Benea, don't lie to me.
You guys lost your heart.
We had the pink ones.
Benea, what is wrong with you?
What the frick? Oh no, wait, you just showed them.
That's
Oh, no, that's
not
not it.
them.
Benea, you ruined everything.
What the frick? I snap you a lot on purpose.
You guys are
that.
BFs, so I mean, if you keep sticking with that, it'll go back.
Did we
up,
just lose
but-
them?
Anyway, whatever. I was driving through Vegas, and everyone thought it was Fast and Furious, and it was kind of cool because I was following this semi, and we were going 5 above, and the semi was like my guardian angel, and I was just kind of following like 3-4 car lengths behind him, and I was like, whatever, man, I'm coming with you. And there were all sorts of sports cars and stuff, and really, really loud engines. It was just by, and then it was like a couple Priuses that would just flash by.
And it was just you in your homeschool van, just
and I was like,
chugging along.
yeah, and then there was a van actually that went by, I'm pretty sure.
Another homeschool van?
No, it was a black van. But
Ah.
it kind of just went mew. Because no one goes the speed limit besides me and this semi. Actually, me and the semi didn't even go the speed limit. We went like 3, 4, maybe even 5 above.
John.
But, yeah, everyone's Fast and Furious that night. And then even on the way in between Vegas and Apple Valley, and that's the only reason I really stayed awake, because I was following somebody, and I was like, I'm going to keep up with you. And I did, and we both drove the speed limit. And everyone around us was, again, doing the Fast and Furious thing, and they're just new, even semi-trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they don't, know what the speed limit is, because it said for trucks in
Because trucks are
California.
only like 10 below.
Yeah, but in California it said with towing they're 55, and the speed limit for the most of the interstate is 70 down there, and then sometimes it'll drop to 65 and then even 55, and but the trucks did not care. They
They just
care.
kept on trucking.
kept on trucking. Yeah,
Driving a big old truck.
yeah, with their nails painted and
Pedal to the metal, hope I don't run out of luck.
yeah, good song.
It's a good song.
On the way back, I drove for like 100 miles and almost conked out. So then Sam took it.
Yep.
But if you guys want to hear more about that, I'm going to be posting a video about it. I'm sure you don't, but if you do, I'm going to post a video about it eventually,
weeks,
some one time.
probably.
Yeah. With so many details and so funness. So.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and enjoyed hearing about the crimes of Sophie. She will be locked up within the next 5 to 6 months.
Thanks for
Yeah,
watching.
after I get my feet cut off, so I won't be able to walk
Yep,
to
you're
her
going to get your
incarceration.
feet cut off. So by next podcast, be on the lookout for that, loyal viewers.
I'm going to wear green socks, then with green screen them out. I mean, I'm going to have no feet.
And hopefully you enjoyed it. We're going to have an 8th call to action here. So if for some reason you didn't subscribe because of the first 7, this will change your mind. Subscribe.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you.
If you're on
Get us-
Spotify or
Make us stay above 100 because I don't know what happens if we go below 100
I don't know
and
what
we lose our custom URL.
someone's gonna unsubscribe just to
I hate you guys.
Matthew. What?
Wait,
the
we can't say that yet. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you to our
Bye.
guest Sophie.
Yep, she was
for
here and revealed her
coming
deepest,
on.
darkest secrets.
Yeah.
I hate children.
Man.
I just wanna
Speaking
do-
of hate,
no.
Bye.
Bye.
I hate.
Man, I
Man,
hate our
man,
Man, I
hate
hate
our
our
viewers.
viewers. No, you hate children.
And our
And our
viewers.
viewers.